If tomatoes or peppers start to blacken like this on the bottom, do not pour calcium immediately. The problem is often not that there is no calcium in the soil. The plant, perhaps, simply cannot deliver it to the fruit. And the real cause of this is very often in the water. If you don't deal with this first, the next fruit may turn black again. This is called top rot. It most often appears on tomatoes and peppers. Calcium is needed in order for fetal cells to develop properly. But even when there is enough of it in the soil, the plant may not get it evenly. Calcium travels to the fruit together with water. That is why sudden changes in soil moisture can cause this problem. The biggest problem arises when the soil dries out completely, and then you suddenly water it abundantly. Then the plant goes from drought to excess water. Such sudden changes interfere with the even flow of calcium to the fetus. That is why it is most important to keep the soil evenly moist, not completely dry, but not constantly soaked. A damaged fruit can no longer be recovered. Remove it and continue watering evenly. A layer of straw or dry grass will help the soil stay moist longer. First, stabilize the water. Then, think about calcium. If you like the video, leave me a heart in the comment and like. Thank you, dear friends. If the leaves of cucumber, zucchini, or pumpkin get this white powder, react immediately. It's powdery mildew. It first appears as small white spots and then quickly covers the leaf and weakens the entire plant. That is why the treatment is done while the attack is still small. Powdery mildew likes dense plants and poor airflow. So remove the most infected leaves first. Do not leave them under the plant. Take them out of the garden immediately. Only then do the treatment on the leaves, which can still be saved. A solution of milk and water can be used for a mild attack. Add about 100 milliliters of milk to 1 liter of water. Mix well and pour into the sprayer. Spray in the evening or early morning, never in strong sunlight. The most important thing is to wet the leaves on both sides. Repeat the treatment after a few days, especially if the white spots return. If you like the video, leave me a heart in the comment and a like. Thank you, friends. If the tomato leaves start to fade and dry like this, react immediately. The cause can be mites, also known as red spider mites. When it's hot, they hide under the leaves and reproduce quickly. And when you see this fine cobweb, the attack is already serious. The treatment should be prepared as soon as you notice the first signs. I need water and potassium soap. Use potassium soap, intended for plants. In 1 liter of water, I add 1 spoonful of potassium soap. I stir until the potassium soap dissolves. I pour the dissolved potassium soap into the sprayer. Write me in the comments, from which country are you watching me? It's nice to know that we are watching each other all over the world. The most important thing is where you spray. Mites mostly hide under the leaves. That is why it is not enough to spray the plant only from above. Treat the plants in the evening when the sun no longer hits the leaves directly. First, rinse them well with plain water, especially on the underside. This will remove most of the mites and cobwebs. When the excess water is drained, apply the prepared potassium soap solution. Never spray the plants in strong sunlight and the highest heat. If you like the video, leave me a heart in the comment and like. Thank you, dear friends.